Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Hello everyone and welcome to your English class. In our lesson today, we will continue with our third unit, which is titled What Will Be, Will Be. Our lesson today is the listening lesson in your books, page 38. What you need for the lesson today is your books, page 38 for the listening lesson, your workbooks for some exercise, a sheet of paper and a pen to take down your notes. So let's get started. I will start with the homework that you've got from yesterday's lesson. It was language in context. You had a homework which is write down 3 things that you want to change and improve in your lives. So it was about resolutions. What are your future resolutions? So write down 3 things that you want to change and improve in your lives. For me, I have come up with I will read for 2 hours every day. I will make new friends. And also, I will save money. What do we call this? When you are trying to make a personal promise, these are resolutions. Resolutions always start with an I, because I am making a promise to myself, and because it's a promise, we will use will. Here, well, well, and well. And because we're having well, it will be followed by the infinitive form of the verb. Will read, will make, and will save. No addition to the verb. How about your resolutions? What are the things that you want to improve and do this year? Okay, so, and we made a comparison. We compared between what a prediction and what a resolution is. Both of them are about to happen in the future. I will do in the future. So here, the prediction and the resolution are going to happen in the future. However, a prediction is a future guess, like robots will help us. Saudi Arabia will be a better place for living. Are you sure? Yes, I am sure, but I haven't seen that already. It will happen in the future. I will visit a friend. However, for a resolution, it's not a prediction. You are not guessing. You are planning in here. So it is a personal promise. I make myself a promise. I will read 2 pages every day. I will eat healthy. I won't waste my time. I will do this in the future. However, these are not plans, they are promises or resolutions. We call them resolutions. Okay, now here we're having predictions and resolutions. He will be a famous artist. I will learn new skills. I will work harder, and everyone will know me. Some of them are predictions, future guesses, and others here are resolutions, which are personal promises. Let's try to categorize them or classify them, whether it is a prediction or resolution. I will be a famous artist. This is a prediction. What I want to be in the future. I will be a famous artist. Also, I will work harder. I will work harder. I promise that I will work harder. Also, I will learn new skills. I promise I will learn new skills. And everyone will know me. This is a prediction for the future. I guess everyone will know me in the future. So for both of them, we're having well here and well there for a resolution and for a prediction. However, a resolution is a promise. The other one, which is a prediction, is a plan or a guess about the future. Okay, so you will write down here your own resolutions, like I will work harder, I will learn a new skill, and also I will save more money, and I will think positive. I won't waste my time. All of these are resolutions, and notice the verb here: work, learn, save, think, and also we have waste. The most important part of a resolution that it usually starts with I. It's a personal promise. That's why you will speak about yourself and your plans for the future. Okay. For our lesson today, by the end of today's lesson, you will be able to answer some questions on a listening text. You will listen and come up with answers. You will give the meaning of some new words or vocabulary, the meaning of this or that word. Let's get started with this. Before we start our listening, as usual, I will introduce the types of listening to you. We're having generally 4 types of listening. The first one is content listening. For a very specific information. How old is the speaker? Who is his father? So you are trying to come up with a specific information. Also, comprehensive listening. What is comprehensive listening? For general idea, the main idea. What is the speaking about? What was the speaker telling us? Is it about traveling, about learning English, or is it about immigration? The main idea. Also, critical listening. You will have a question like, what do you think about what the speaker had said? Do you agree or disagree? Critical. And also emphatic listening. How do you feel towards it? Do you feel sorry for the speaker, or do you feel proud? How is your feeling towards the thing that we have that you have listened to? Okay. How are you going to listen? You're following these steps. At the beginning, before you start listening, you will have to read. You're going to read them. Why? Because you ask yourself, am I going to listen for a detail, for a very specific information, or general idea? What am I listening to? 2. Listen. Now it is the time for listen, and listen very carefully. Then it will be followed by the step of taking notes. While you are listening, you will take notes in case you need this or that information, in case you have any questions about the text. Okay. Now here, before we start the listening, I want to ask you these 3 questions. Have you ever been to a school graduation? A group of students are graduating, finishing school. Then they will throw a party and invite everyone, their loved ones. Have you ever been to one? I guess everyone had been to a graduation party. How about who usually goes to the graduation? In the graduation party, who would come? Who would attend the party? It is for the graduates, the students who will graduate, and their parents, father, mother, the school faculty or the staff, the teacher, the staff, the faculty member, anyone that is they mean something to the graduate are going to attend the graduation ceremony or party. How about what is happening there? What does the graduation ceremony involve? Is it about eating? No, it's not always about eating. It's not like any other party. What does it involve? What do you expect there? When you go, you expect the graduates walk across the stage. They are wearing their gowns and they're about to walk the march. Then speeches. People are going to give speeches. The principal is going to speak, the graduates are going to speak, and the parents. It could be anyone can speak at that day. What would they say? How they feel towards this graduation. Also, the graduates' presentation. They will call them one by one. They will call their names, and everyone is going to clap for them. It could have other events or other things that can be done. Okay, this is about the graduation ceremony. Now I want you to imagine that you are about to graduate. You yourself, what would you do? Let's try to make our own plan for a graduation party. Who will come? What will you do? What will you wear? You are about to graduate. For me, I have come with these plans. On my graduation day, I will be happy. I think I will be happy. My feelings. Also, all my family and friends will attend the ceremony. I will invite all my friends and my family, all my loved ones. And also, I will wear a black gown. She's planning to wear a black gown with a hat. Also, my parents will be proud of me. How the parents, my mom and dad, will feel towards me. They will feel proud and happy. So here we're having the plans. What have we used? I will be happy. All my family and friends will attend, and I will wear a black gown. My parents will be proud of me. These are the plans. We have used the future tense. Okay, these are for preparing or planning for your own graduation. Now I want you to listen to the text that we are about to listen to come up with the general idea, comprehensive listening. And this time I want you to come up with the answers for these two questions. What two things does the principal talk about for each student? So the principal is talking about two things. What are these two things? And also, who are the students? He's speaking about a group of students. Just come up with their names. So, what are the things that had been said, and who are the students? Let's listen.
Today is a very important day for all of you. It marks the end of your high school days and the beginning of a new life for you. From here, some of you will go off to college and others will be starting jobs. I've known you all through high school. And some of you I've known since kindergarten, when you were only 6 years old. Ibrahim Al-Onazi, no one could run like you in school races. You have become a really good athlete. And I'm sure you're going to make a fine physical education teacher when you finish college. Stephen Walker, you always had to prove your point, and you could argue your points well and give a lot of good reasons. You have been a great captain of our debate team. I'm certain you're going to be a successful lawyer, and I wish you the best of luck at college and then at law school. Saeed Al-Yami, you always had a great scientific mind, and you truly deserve the scholarship to the School of Science and Technology. Our school is going to miss you. We're going to lose our science researcher temporarily. I say temporarily because in the future we'll be reading about your work in scientific journals and the press. We might even watch you being interviewed on television. Jim Miller, you were always busy raising money and working for good causes and charities. You'll be a wonderful social worker after you finish college. Whatever road you may take, I'm sure you'll always remember the days you spent at Riverside High. The friends you made and the good times you had are things you will never forget.
Okay, so what are the two things does the principal talk about for each student? He is talking about two categories, which are the students' achievements and his predictions for their future. So, achievement, what they have done already during their high school years, and his prediction for their future. You are a good writer, you are going to be this. You are a good athlete, you will be that. So, achievement, past, and future predictions. Who are the students that he had talked about? Who are the students? They are four. They are Ibrahim, Stephen, Saeed, and Jem. These are the four students. Each one of them were having achievement and prediction. Okay, so now we are going listen to the principal's speech at graduation and complete the chart about the student's past and future. Here we're having this chart. We're having Ibrahim, Steve, Saeed, and Jem. The principal told us about each one's past achievement and each one future prediction, the principal's prediction. Listen again, and this time come up with the prediction and the achievement for the four of them. Let's listen.
Today is a very important day for all of you. It marks the end of your high school days and the beginning of a new life for you. From here, some of you will go off to college and others will be starting jobs. I've known you all through high school. And some of you I've known since kindergarten, when you were only 6 years old. Ibrahim Al-Onazi, no one could run like you in school races. You have become a really good athlete. And I'm sure you're going to make a fine physical education teacher when you finish college. Stephen Walker, you always had to prove your point, and you could argue your points well and give a lot of good reasons. You have been a great captain of our debate team. I'm certain you're going to be a successful lawyer, and I wish you the best of luck at college and then at law school. Saeed Al-Yami, you always had a great scientific mind, and you truly deserve the scholarship to the School of Science and Technology. Our school is going to miss you. We're going to lose our science researcher temporarily. I say temporarily because in the future we'll be reading about your work in scientific journals and the press. We might even watch you being interviewed on television. Jim Miller, you were always busy raising money and working for good causes and charities. You'll be a wonderful social worker after you finish college. Whatever road you may take, I'm sure you'll always remember the days you spent at Riverside High. The friends you made and the good times you had are things you will never forget.
Okay, so here speaking about each student's past achievements and the future predictions. So let's start with Ibrahim. How about Ibrahim? He was a good runner in the school. He is the school athlete. So he is a good runner. So a good runner, for his future, the principal predicted that he will be a physical education teacher. He will come back to school as a teacher. He will teach physical education, PE. How about Steve? Steve was the captain of the debate team and good at defending his point of view. There's a debate team which is like you will have your own point of view and try to defend it. Like, I agree, I disagree, why you agree, and why would they disagree? Are you with or against? So he was the captain of the debate team, good at defending his point of view. How about his future? Because he is good at defending his point of view, he will be a good lawyer. He can defend others, the victims, and the people who need help. How about Saeed? Saeed had a great scientific mind. He is much more into science, chemistry, biology, and the principal predicts that in the future Saeed will become a science researcher. He will be a researcher, maybe in biology or in chemistry. How about Jim? Jim, in the past, or his achievements, he raised money and worked for good causes. He's a good one to go to the society and come up with the money. They will for good causes, which is for those people who need help. And he might be in the future he will be a good social worker, someone who work with the society and help those who need help. Okay, here we're having certain words that we want to highlight, like the word kindergarten. In kindergarten, what do we mean? It is a class or school that prepares children for school. A sentence is, children learn their basic knowledge at kindergarten. So, before elementary school, the students have to attend 2 to 3 years at kindergarten. So they will learn the alphabets, the colors, and the basic knowledge. Next, we're having athlete. Someone is an athlete. Who is an athlete? A person who is proficient in sports and other forms of physical exercise. He works out a lot. Like he had the broad-shouldered build of a natural athlete. So how his body look is an athlete. He runs very fast. He's a strong person. Also, scholarship. What is a scholarship? It is a payment made to support a student's education. An amount of money, a grant, that will be paid if a school or the university you have to pay for. So a scholarship will pay it for you. Here we have the scholarship made it possible for someone to continue his education. If someone can't pay, they won't have their own education if it is not free. Let's try to use these words: scholarship, athlete, and kindergarten. And must keep in good condition. Who must keep in a good condition? Scholarship, athlete, or a kindergarten? It should be the athlete. That enabled her to go to university. She couldn't pay for the university unless she got her scholarship. Someone paid for the scholarship. Prepares children for elementary school. Which level? Before the elementary, we will have the kindergarten. So a student at their age of 5 and 6, they will attend the kindergarten school. Okay, now I want you to listen one more time, and this time I want you to put a name on the top of each picture. Here we're having a lawyer, athlete, and we're having a scientist. Listen to label with the name.
Today is a very important day for all of you. It marks the end of your high school days and the beginning of a new life for you. From here, some of you will go off to college and others will be starting jobs. I've known you all through high school. And some of you I've known since kindergarten, when you were only 6 years old. Ibrahim Al-Onazi, no one could run like you in school races. You have become a really good athlete. And I'm sure you're going to make a fine physical education teacher when you finish college. Stephen Walker, you always had to prove your point, and you could argue your points well and give a lot of good reasons. You have been a great captain of our debate team. I'm certain you're going to be a successful lawyer, and I wish you the best of luck at college and then at law school. Saeed Al-Yami, you always had a great scientific mind, and you truly deserve the scholarship to the School of Science and Technology. Our school is going to miss you. We're going to lose our science researcher temporarily. I say temporarily because in the future we'll be reading about your work in scientific journals and the press. We might even watch you being interviewed on television. Jim Miller, you were always busy raising money and working for good causes and charities. You'll be a wonderful social worker after you finish college. Whatever road you may take, I'm sure you'll always remember the days you spent at Riverside High. The friends you made and the good times you had are things you will never forget.
Okay, so let's try to label these pictures. The first one is for a lawyer. The principal predicted that Stephen Walker will be a successful lawyer. How about the athlete? Which one of them? He was Ibrahim Al-Onazi. The principal predicted that Ibrahim will be a good physical education teacher because he's an athlete. Then how about the scientist? The principal predicted that Saeed Al-Yami will be a good scientist, a future scientist. Okay, so these are for the graduates. How do you think that these students feel as they were listening to the speech? Imagine that you are at a graduation ceremony and the principal is talking about you personally. How does it feel? It feels they must be delighted and happy, very happy and excited. They're about to graduate and the principal is speaking about their achievements. Okay? For your homework, I want you to refer to your books, page 24, exercise G. There is an exercise for you that I want you to do it for your homework. Okay? I guess that is it for our lesson today, and thank you so much for your time.